everyone, back again, Chief Troy here with some more IR cooking. Today I'm going to do a banana bread. So let's get right to it. Banana breads are pretty simple, they're not hard to do. There's lots of different recipes out there. Alright, so first thing you do, you just want to peel your bananas and get them all mashed. And use 3 medium-sized bananas. Just make sure that you can use like some that are not fully ripe if you want, but they're much better if you use some that have they're really ripe. They're not rotten, but they're good. So you just want to mash each one. Of course, once you get them all mashed and you get them to not to say a liquid state, but a state where they're very easily blendable. Put them in your mixing bowl. Now, most people do them at the same time, all 3. I don't know. I just like to do them one at a time for whatever reason. I don't know. It's just me. So just get them going. Of course, there's always lots of, like I said, lots of different ways of mashing them up. You can use a mixer if you want, but you don't really need an electric mixer for this. Just use it all your hand. You'll notice that they get a little bit, not to say runny, but they do get mushy. If that's a word to use. Now there are some recipes out there that just call for 2. There's some you can put 4, but whatever, it's fine. It's pretty standard to use approximately 3 medium-sized bananas. You don't want them too small, you don't want them too large, because, well, too large is just too much banana. Alright, so once you got all 3 of them mashed up, and they're kind of like a mush, and you got them in your bowl now. Alright, now you can start adding your other ingredients to it. So I used a 1/3 of a cup of, I'll actually wait for that one. Use 1 large egg, alright, scramble it first, and then just put it in with your banana. Just mix it up so that it's all incorporated in there. It's pretty good. I use a teaspoon or a capful of vanilla. Now you can use whatever type of vanilla you want. Some people like to use the real vanilla with the bean and whatnot. I just use the regular vanilla you can buy at any grocery store. Alright, so then you want to put 3/4 of a cup of sugar. This is white sugar. Now, if you want to and you want it to be a little bit less sweet, you can put a 1/2, or if you want it to be a little bit sweeter, put a full cup. That's not the end of the world. And then you want to put in your 1/3 of a cup of melted butter. All right, so once that's in there, just mix it around, get it all incorporated. You'll notice that it gets pretty liquidy. All right. So then you want to put just I put a pinch of salt, which is in my case I usually use about a quarter of a teaspoon type of thing, not even that. And you want to use a teaspoon of baking soda. All right. So just put that in there with your wet stuff. Incorporate that. And the last thing you put in there is your flour, a cup and a half of flour. Now you can put it all in there at once, or you can just take your time. And it's just white plain flour, white blanched flour. Depending on what you like and how you like your banana bread, you can actually use whole wheat flour or just another kind of flour. It'll do the same thing. It's just what you prefer. So from there, you just mix it up. Now you don't want to over mix this stuff because you just want to make sure it's all blended together now. But you don't want to overdo it, because if you overdo it, then your eggs and whatever just don't really go well with it. So once you got that all mixed, now you're ready to put it into a pan, a loaf pan. Alright, so while you're doing all this, make sure you preheat your oven, by the way, to 350, so that when you're all done mixing, you can actually just put it straight in. So what I use is just a loaf pan, butter it up, and put the sides in on the bottom with some parchment paper. Oops, sorry. So that way, when it's done, you can take it out and it's really not going to hurt nothing. And it's not going to stick. It's going to pop out really easy. Alright, so now you just want to take your batter and put it in your loaf pan. Now you can put different things inside your banana bread if you want. You can put different nuts, walnuts, Brazil nuts, peanuts, whatever you prefer. It's up to you. But you can also put chocolate chips if you want. And if you wanted to have like a chocolate banana bread, you could actually put some cocoa inside there, and yeah, it'll come out fantastic. And just put in a couple of chocolate chips, and it adds a little extra special treat, if you want to call it that. Alright, so once you got all that incorporated in there, just want to get it ready to put in the oven. Alright, so what I do to put it in the oven so that you don't burn the bottom part of your banana bread, as over time I learned the hard way. I usually just take just a little bit bigger pan, put some water in the bottom, don't have to be a massive amount of water. You just want enough water inside there that when you put your loaf pan inside there, you're just basically you're letting this into a water bath when you're cooking it, right? So yeah, for me, I found that will prevent burning on the bottom. All right, so from there you just take it and you put it in the oven. So in the oven, you want it at 350, middle rack, and you leave it cook for about anywhere from 50 minutes to an hour. It all depends. At the 50-minute mark, just take a toothpick or something and just push it down into the middle. And if it comes out dry, then it's done. Otherwise, if it's a little bit tacky or wet, just leave it in for an extra couple minutes. All right, so that's it for now. I'll come back when it's done. See you then. All right, so I'm back now and had to leave it in the oven for an hour and 5 minutes, but it's done now. So I'll just take it out. Alright, let's take it out of the pan with the water in it. And of course, there you can see, nice and golden brown. Alright, so really all you want to do now, you don't want to leave it in the pan because the pan will just keep on cooking it. So just take it out. You can see it comes out really nice and easy. Let's use that parchment paper. And just set it down now. Let it cool off. If you got a cooling rack, use a cooling rack. I don't have a cooling rack here right now, but that's fine. It'll be fine like that. And once it's cooled down, enjoy having a snack of a banana bread. All right, hope you enjoyed. Cheers.